That AC just seems so loud in person, but most people say they can't hear it. Um, and uh, well, alive and welcome. Hello. Nobody's here yet, but hello. um, it just can't do things out of time too. So I'm gonna give this a try and see how we do. Ugh, it's stiff this morning. Okay. This is not. This is the second song of Burner Fields, although I've listened to a couple other ones. Sometimes his lyrics are kind of hard to make sense of, but this one is somewhat relatable. And I'm curious what you think of it. For some reason, I have to reload it yet again to be able to auto scroll it. Okay, here we go. Plus, it gets so warm and stuffy in here without it on. So I took my medication and I. Oh, well, hello. Just a minute here. Scrolling too fast. First of all. So I took my medication and I poured my trauma out for some sad-eyed middle-aged man over priced new leather couch. And we argued about Jesus. Finally found some middle ground and I'm cured. And I've divvied up my ink separate parts. Keep the bad in my liver and the rest in my heart. Still hungry, angry at my parents for what their parents did to them, but it's a start. But I ignore the things and I move sideways till I forget what I felt in the first place. At the end of the day, there are worse ways to stay alive. Cause everyone is growing, everyone is healthy. Terrified that I may have not met me, or if my engine works perfect on empty. I guess I'll drive. I guess I'll drive. But my savings are a little. Now I'm suffering in style. Why is pain so damn impatient? Like it's got a place to be. Nothing, and I move sideways till I forget what I felt in the first place. At the end of the day, there are worse ways to stay alive. 'Cause everyone's growing, everyone's healthy. Not everybody, of course, but I'm terrified that I might never have met, or if my engine works perfect on empty, I guess I'll try. Oh, there's a bridge. All my life I don't mind what you do. It's better to die now, not feel it at all. All my time, I don't mind what you do. It's better to die now than not feel it at all. But I want things. Actually, this sounds very familiar, unless it's just starting to. And I move sideways, what I felt in the first place. At the end of the day, there are worse ways to stay alive. 'Cause if everyone's growing, everyone's healthy, I'm terrified that I might never met me. Oh, I just realized, like, It's not never meet. That may never meet, but may never have. Okay. If it works perfect on empty, say try. I guess I'll try. Sung from a non-driver. And we got somebody here. Welcome. Feel free to say where you're watching from. I do only have one other song prepared for this podcast, but I can take requests. And then there's also the other topic in the title. There's also a little bit in the description, but I'm not sure if I'd be able to do those songs. If I looked up the lyrics, I wonder if I could figure out the chord. Just a minute. Yeah, you know what? I might try it. But I might wait to see if my friend tunes in because she's going to be here with her 90-something-year-old mother-in-law. Whoops, I'm switching her name. I don't know why I couldn't. Yeah. And not that other people can't enjoy this song. Yeah, it keeps wanting to find Sarah McLachlan, ironically. It doesn't matter if I put his name, which is the stupidest thing ever. Well, maybe not the stupidest, but it's pretty stupid. Anywho, so yeah. But I can at least do that part in the... In the meantime, while I'm waiting to see if they show up, I mean, she came in, but she just, well, she sent me a YouTube video. I guess she knows I like to be on YouTube quite a bit, browsing or posting, so I might check that out. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe I didn't think to look that up. Till I'm certain if certain someone's here, I'm going to sing this other song. Another artist that the other guy I'd known about for a while. He has a very popular song on the radio right now. But this one, I just recently learned about. I'm going to try and learn it on instruments over the weekend. I don't think it was who I thought it was that came in because she didn't see that. But I did kind of before. But also because she wouldn't have just left like that intentionally. Anyway. But anyway, basically, oh, someone's here. Welcome. It's not that they're necessarily hard or fast changes. I'm not sure if the version I found, and there might be other versions, just had too many chords in there, or if they weren't spaced right in the way it was laid out or whatever. But I'm gonna, I think, try and learn this song on an instrument this weekend. I actually, oh, that's what fell. My finger is almost healed. Just got to put something up there that fell. My finger is. Oh, hello, Michelle. So, well, yeah, it says it in your name. Good morning. Nice to see you. Hopefully, yeah. I've had the weirdest experiences. It says in the description with this song. Hopefully, you can hear me over the AC and anyone else that might be with you. We have two people here now. I could not find I found the chorus to this the other day. I have a bunch open, but it was recent. It should be seeable under the website icon tab for it, and I can't find it. And now I'm finding Sarah McLachlan, but it's this song that you might know. Somebody actually gave me money for it recently on YouTube. And then the falsetto. We can't do without the falsetto. find the full version of it. I could possibly try and do that one on karaoke. Now, the one I am going to do on karaoke, thanks Ray and such, I found a version that he himself posted that does not have him singing in it. So I'm pretty sure that's saying you can use this as a karaoke track and do your cover. His last name is the last name of somebody from my youth that I've lost touch with, and that's kind of sad. I've tried to, ask people when I see somebody with his last name or look him up. Hasn't happened. And it's ironic, actually, because I know a new Michelle who goes by Ziggy, and it's Ziggy Alberts. Now, we're down to one. I'm hoping it's Michelle. I know I've seen you on here before and such. You laugh. But I don't think it was intentional, without saying more than, hi, it's you, which I can see it's you with your comment. Or maybe you haven't left. It's just being inaccurate, as it sometimes is. There was negative viewer there for pretty much the angel I saw, and a couple minutes after that, maybe a couple minutes before. Thanks for these. I'll check them out. Where'd you go? I don't get distracted while I'm doing this very often. When I do it, when it's not indicating that anyone's there, I actually try and multitask because I'm pretty good at it with ADHD and that. And it's also usually very brief. I don't know if I have the I guess I'll do it twice. Or do I really think I have to? Yes. That's true. This particular song I'm not super familiar with. The practice one might be good. But it's just about 9 in the morning. My voice is still kind of waking up, I guess. And I guess it doesn't sound terrible, I suppose. But I don't know if I need to do this more than once. Now, I think I will do this one with the AC off. Since I'm not playing an instrument, it may not take as much out of me. And I can't remember, but I think it's kind of a soft song. It's an acoustic song. That was the other thing. My acoustic is still missing a string. I have to get that on there. But prior to that, another one popped while I was playing. They both popped while I was playing, actually. And I wasn't playing because mostly don't play that aggressively. So I don't know why that happened. He also, I thought that it was a shared guitar between me and the other person in the house. And recently I kind of got the opposite of that impression. And it seems like it needs tuning, and my tuner app is being wonky. So for all the above, and my finger's still healing. So for all those reasons, I'm just going to, I found it feels like best to do this one karaoke style right now, and I found it. So, like I say, on the guy's own channel. So, yesteryda. I'm fairly new with it still, but hopefully it comes out okay. Let me get somebody here. I believe. Oh, that might be the title. Just a minute. Which it is. When the day's long, keep your heart strong. You don't know how much we need you. And if you fall down, get up. Not get down. The world that needs your smile. My brothers and sisters and between. I believe that everything will be alright. I can see that things are healing with time. I believe everything will be alright. Heart covers the distance over everything that listen. I know how it covers the distance. But everyone who's different, it'll be alright. I'll lose that for a moment. I reminds me of my original song and an ACDC song. Got these four walls that sometimes make you feel small. But look inside and know that you are free to roam. And if you fall down, you gotta get up. Welcome. The world needs your smile. I believe that everything will be alright. I can see things are healing with time. I believe that everything will be alright. Heart covers the distance. Welcome, both of you. Everything missing. I know heart, it covers the distance. Over everyone who's different, it'll be alright. Good stuff. Delightful. Appreciate it. I believe. But you're like, everything will be alright. I can see. Things are healing with time. I believe everything will be alright. I know it covers the distance. Over everyone who's different, they'll be alright. I would love to have some other song suggestions because I'm feeling curious. Oh, that's in there, like monkeys and birds or something. Now I'm kind of feeling into doing karaoke, to be quite honest. Maybe some people don't like karaoke, but someone who's been musical all their life, and even a lot of people who haven't, I used to do karaoke quite often, and most people weren't terrible. If they were quite drunk, they'd like to think maybe that helped or made them more comfortable. Sometimes it didn't really have an effect, and hopefully they were safe about getting home or whatever. But sometimes it did. So I'm not much of a drinker, and I never really want to spend a little bit of money I have that way. But just drink the coffee. But I feel like I just started, and even though I'm pretty diverse with music, sometimes I'm a little picky. I guess that's what it is. It's not that I maybe hate a song, but I don't like it enough or feel it enough to sing it, or something about it that I find uncomfortable or awkward, or I don't know. So, yeah, sometimes it takes some time. Didn't used to have that struggle when I actually used to do karaoke, though. But, whoa, there's 3,000 videos in here. Got to find some here. Yeah, and I'm curious to see if I roll a bit longer, who might pop in and enjoy. Let's just do Jones. I guess you can't with that. Let's just say I'm familiar with the person that commented. But you know what? So what I'll say, because I know, is that she didn't just put that one comment and leave, and she probably intended to like too. Either forgot or it didn't stick. But I just want people to know, that's one that really could count for a whole lot more than what it looks like. Because she's quite a busy person. I believe in her mornings. She's probably headed to work, to be honest. Yeah. So I'm just looking through some song ideas, but if you have any, feel free to suggest. I almost want to do this one. So I was going to think of Angelique. Or Nick. This song I've always thought of as, partly because of the lyrics in the chorus, as a song about a band that's no longer together. So to me, it's a bit of a trigger. I mean, I was in a couple of bands for a few years, but and both of the people, but whatever. For the band and this. I mean, honestly, if I could just share a little bit of my story, that way people don't think, so just so people don't make assumptions, because they don't, might as well have it accurately, right? And it is morning, but the one band, although I'm not sure which one I put on these other than that just had a few people pass away in the family. And that's hard, of course. I think she was at least close with mother. But anyway, I was in one in high school. When high school finished, I moved to a different province. And, when high school finishes, people are often transitioning to, what society, and in a way I kind of did when I moved here, but unfortunately never got a degree. And that's, whether I agree, with what I'm trying to do, with what always has spoken to my heart, I don't really feel like I need one. And which one I pick, and figuring all that out, which kind of goes in line with, well, it doesn't with the rest of the title and another goal that I have. But point of the matter is, and if I'm just doing karaoke, I'm thinking I might actually just go back to the couch, more comfortable than the piano bench. Can't believe we're doing this, whatever. But I think I call, what should I call it? But anywho, yeah, but people often, and life happens too. Then the other one I was in for about 3 or 4 years. Unfortunately, not that this is terrible, but we mostly just played open mics, and not as the headliners. Although I think like we're more willing to, which I do and don't understand, but in band form. But I'm actually thinking maybe I should have kept the AC on, but it must have just turned off. I haven't been rolling for more than 22 minutes. Let me go put it back on because it's stuffy in here, man. And it's going to be getting hot up today, I think. Anywho, mostly played open mics. And for what I recall of that one, sorry to ramble, it won't take long to say this. What I recall of that one is he met an ex before she was an ex. And, I thought that it was kind of, yeah, I was sure we talked about being college together. But I guess, as people, we sometimes have our certain ways of reacting to things, and we sometimes forget kind of. I was pretty close with the bandmate. That would almost make me feel like it should have bothered me less. I know some people might say otherwise, but and the other topic in the title, by the way, it's really, I'm trying to utilize different sources, so I'm open to support. Anywho, we do have someone here. I should probably do a song, but maybe I'll go back to that storytelling later. I just don't know if the person that tuned in would want to sit through it or not. But I was talking about, okay, and you left. So much for that consideration. Or at least it looks like you have. Anywho, point of the matter, and usually that's accurate. Anywho, yeah, basically, I had gotten the sense because she'd spent hours at his place. Mind, he did live with his parents. And he was pretty young. I was younger then. I was in my 20s or early 30s maybe, and he was in his early 20s. And I got the sense that, even though my relationship with this individual was not perfect, I got in the sense that they got in had a fling or whatever, and they'd gotten kind of offended by that. Recently it was for his wedding, but he knows a lot of musicians. And I guess it was easier just to pick a DJ than to pick favorites. It was his lack of understanding of my feelings that I didn't like. Anywho, but I'll hopefully remember that came out for sure. Was what's his like. But yeah, so I think, but then we did kind of reconnect online and in person. But I think it was I can't remember if that was the only reason. I know also that he was just kind of this way, and I understand when you're really geared to being a performer, chapstick, if you're wondering. I understand, but he had also joined a band with her and his cousin, I believe, or uncle, who has since passed away, is same with his 104-year-old mother. And I mean, yeah, Clark liked to sing, but I was a little bit surprised, and it just seemed like that was getting more focus. Um, but again, we did kind of reconnect while there, and that. But anywho, so I've been through it. I've been through it, and that's how I see this song. I know that some people will think of it in a relation, like a partnership type thing, but whatever. And somebody left. I was just about to start now. Oh well, I'm gonna start. Today's threats. The Arizona sky burning in your eyes. Look at me, baby, wanna catch on fire. All I really know, buried in my soul, like California gold. Found the light in me that I couldn't find. And when I'm all choked up and cannot find the words, welcome. Every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the bedside won't play, I'll always remember back this way. Lovers in the night, poets trying to write. We don't know how to rhyme, but then we try. All I really know is where I want to go. Part of me that will never die. I'm all choked up and cannot find the words. Every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Oh yeah, that was good. I don't want to be, and it made you leave, or maybe, baby. This will make you come. So I don't want to be too high for anybody. When the sun all choked up and I cannot find the words. Every time they say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I always remember us this way. Hey, yeah! When you look at me and the whole world fades, I'll always remember us this way. Then there's about 20 seconds. Oh. I'm working my way through a playlist. I kind of want to do this one because it's got a nice melody to sing, even though somewhat awkward lyrics. But it's actually kind of ironic because I don't remember what inspired the joke, and I probably wouldn't repeat it very well. But there was a little joke made about Peter Pan this morning, very ironically. So I'll do this one because nobody's here to tell me. Actually, someone's here now. Again, just a simply fun song to sing. Let's play. And you left as soon as the first note hit, or just before. There was a time when I was alone, no one to go to, no place to call home. My only friend was the man on the moon, and even sometimes way too. And one night as I closed my eyes, saw a shadow, it was flying high. Came to me with the sweetest smile, told me he wanted to talk for a while. Said Peter Pan, that's what they call me. Promise that you'll never be lonely. Never since that day. I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out. Just fun to sing it. Peter Pan, not to say the words, but the memory board, we go playing in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. It's just fun to sing it. Lost boys like me, and boys like me are free. He sprinkled pixie dust and told me to believe. Believe in him and believe in me. I don't know if this is rap, but together we'll fly away in the clouds of green to your beautiful destiny. As we soared above the town that never loved me, realized I finally had a family. Soon enough, we reached Neverland. Peacefully, my feet hit the sand, and ever since that day, don't forget to like and subscribe. Was a lost boy from Neverland, always hanging out with Peter Pan. Remember, boy, we're playing in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. I might do Ed Sheeran next. Boy, lost boy, they said to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to those boys like me. We are free. Welcome. We had two people. One went, one stayed for this whole song, and now we got the second one that was still here and the second one. And I'm happy to have you here. Don't be shy. I'm looking through a playlist. Yeah. Anyway, that's the idea of that song, and it's maybe a little bit repetitive. Do we want Thinking Out Loud next? Titanium. I've heard of Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, but I don't feel like I know it well enough and necessarily know if it's one that I would sing. How about Girl on? I don't want to trigger anybody, but and you may know what I was. And you viewers left. That's not how I meant to say it, but it's kind of how it came out, and it's true. You did. Like, oh, he doesn't want to trigger anybody, but I'm going to anyway. I better go. No, I mean, again, it's always that thing of we can talk. 34 minutes. Wow, we can talk through your triggers. It's okay. We can get through them together. If you're worried about triggering me, help each other out. Help each other out. We'll hopefully feel better afterwards. And we can't avoid them forever, right? But I do try my best. But everybody's different. Everybody's different, right? As much as we're all very alike. And the person left, they're like, yeah, you're kind of different. Just kidding. I don't know. Sometimes it's funny just to laugh it off. Could be anything, personal or not. Um, we did one Tundra. It's a deep song. It's about cherishing the people that are in our life, from what I gather from the little bit, the few times I've heard it. So this is Megan Trainor, John Legend, like Young Others. Found myself dreaming, so go, scene from a movie that every broken heart knows. We were walking on moonlight, you pulled me in close, but looking at you, I was all alone. Whoa. Woke up in tears, you by my side, breath of relief. I realized, and I promised tomorrow to love you. I'm gonna lose you, and I'm gonna hold on. All I can say about you, never we're standing. Won't take it for granted. We'll never know when we'll run out of time. I understand. It's a deep song, though. I'm not feeling it. At the moment, I'm not feeling it. Let's see here. And I was thinking, I don't know. Please, somebody tell me at the moment, and I've been rolling super long. When I do the next song, and you left, whatever. I shouldn't say that. But yeah, Miley Cyrus decline. Maybe. I mean, it's got a good message in it, but it's pretty well. In a few ways, actually. Nobody's here at the moment, so I'm just browsing for the next song. Is that who does that one? It would be a fun one to do. It would be a fun one to do. I'll just say this: any young folks that are that see this, um, you know, here's my thought for you: you can keep your style. You can still be cool and have your personality. Just a moment. Still rolling, but we got a nice pork cheese sauce pasta with green onions, and we watched some Italian dancing. Um, so yeah, basically, but some of the things that define the word are. There's another one I really love. I heard a cover of it on The Voice recently. Um, Don't You Worry, Child. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just typing two more letters in a word, sending that through to somebody, and let's do this song because it'll be fun. We got two of you here, just in time for Havana. Yeah, Havana. After the advertisement, which is not skippable, for Oreo cakes. Please let me know, by the way, if you can hear this once it starts. If not, and you both left, so you won't be here while it starts. Um, you know what I'm wondering? Actually, that thing doesn't have the internet. This thing's recording, and it would distort it to check it, but I could check it quickly. It would distort it possibly in the recording, but I could check it quickly on my device just to see that it's okay. Not really hyped about anything. Um, that's funny. Havana Soul Club. Um, just a moment, please. Sorry, my ADHD. Um, but that's kind of interesting video to come across. It's called Coffee with, and then it has somebody's name, and it was live, so I was a bit curious to and I clicked it, and there was a bunch of goats and what looked like black ducks, which I don't think I've ever. I don't know if I've. I mean, I guess I have seen that. Yeah. Anywho, what am I looking for? This. Okay. And I didn't even see the guy. Oh yeah, no, that's the one I want. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. Let me just check this out. Sounds fine to me. Okay, here we go. We're just doing a sound check. Na, 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 na. I heard it. It's for karaoke covers. It's allowed. Okay, I'm gonna start again. And then do you want a Disney song after this? This is Havana. And you left right as the first start. Very motivating. Half of my heart is in Havana. Na, na, na. It took me back to East Atlanta. Na, na, na. All of my heart is in Havana. I don't believe anything is all of somebody's heart. You know what? I'm not going to sing that. There's too many nows in it anyway. I don't know whether I should do maybe just while I'm browsing for another song. I know, but it's another good melody, nice lyrics in it too, honestly, and it's a Disney classic, so why not? Oops. See how a rose that makes such beautiful, wonderful things. Yeah. Look at the stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say the collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the one person who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think she's got everything. He's got sure got everything. Gadgets and gizmos aplenty. What's it's galore. You got thingamabobs, I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I don't really want more, but that's what it says that we do. Sorry. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, strolling around on those. What's the call them again? Feet. You don't get too far. Love legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling around on those. What's that word again? Street. Up where they walk. Where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Ooh, this has to plug in. Part of the world would give if I could live out of these waters. What would I play to spend a day warm in the sand? Bet you on land they understand. If they don't reprimand their daughters, but young women sick of swimming, ready to stand. Ready to know what the people know. Ask some questions and get some answers. What's a fire and what is it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore the shores up above? Out of the sea. Wish I could be part of that world. And I hate to leave the screen. I noticed at 85% before I even started. This thing was at 85% before I even started this video, and it was charging all night, we thought. So. I go black and blue. And it's still early in the day. He's been in it all night. You know, with it open, so he could lay on the bed if he wanted to, or a dog. So I don't know. Anywho, now I did see a song, and I don't know if she's the original. To be honest, I don't think that she is, but she has become pretty popular with this one song. And since we just had somebody tune in, I'm thinking maybe I'll do this song. And if you have any other song requests, or, I was going to say topics, but there is one in the title that I wouldn't mind talking about. Let me just look up Adele. I would have kept doing karaoke. The only thing is that device, which I thought was well charged, had to be plugged in, and it's connected to a. I don't know. Well, I guess I do know. You know, that's true. Huh. Although it's kind of in the other person in the house's office, so part of me thinks keep it there, and I don't think it's a long cord either. Although, as I was saying, I could use the adapter, and oh no, it's just the laptop and the radio in there. Right, the one in the kitchen I could use, and well, I guess I could do that. Maybe I should do that. Just unplug it from whatever it's in, hopefully easily, and bring it down here and charge it. These have been super motivating, but I might just do that. Because I was kind of getting in a karaoke mode. It was taking me back to the olden days, and I'm actually completely fine, although I'd love it to be with some of the peeps from back then. I was actually completely fine with it not being in a, sometimes that place was not that loud, but sometimes it was. But there's no place like home, as they say, right? So I think I am going to do a bit more singing. I'm open to requests. However, I was looking through a playlist as well. And you left, so I'm going to go get that device back and the cord. I think there was two people there. Maybe that's right. Oh. Stand up and dance a little bit. Strike some poses as she really did when she sang. So this chord is actually quite long. It's not one that I use for my device very often, but it's quite long, and so I can actually dance a little bit. And I can't remember. There was another thought that I had, but I can't recall it. So I'm just gonna do some singing. Oh, but hopefully it doesn't drop while it's charging because I'm using it. Craig. And actually, therefore, also sort of Mike, but more so Linda. Like, why did you say my name? It's like, I didn't know. Here we go. Okay, skip. Here we go. Where's that mic? I just feel. I mean, I could hold a random object. I've also been up and down a couple times. There's maybe just this thing that he gave the other day. Not really a mic, but they're upstairs and I don't want to go up there. I have lots of time. Sometimes people come in like an hour in. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. It's the opposite side on the screen. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, we'll hold you for a million years. Sorry, that may not be great now. But feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. Okay. I knew it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my heart we belong. Yeah. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. See you strolling down the avenue. Though there's nothing I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. I don't think I want to do just the gay first thing. I almost do, but I don't think I do. The storms are raging on the Wall Street and on the pathways of regret. The rains of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing of me yet. I can make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that, stay tuned for Rihanna, wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you. To make you feel my love. To make you feel my love. Just before the high note, two people were here for like a minute or two and then left. I don't get it. I just really don't get it. Might not be personal, but you missed that high note, and I do feel bad for you. To be honest, I think that's what I mean to say. Oh. Actually, I think Ray used to sing this one too. All along it was a fever. Cold sweat. Sorry. That was the intro. Cold sweat, hot-headed believer. Threw my hands in the air to tell me something. Said if you did, come a little closer. Just need my water. Around and around and around and around we go. Tell me now, tell me now, tell me now that you know. You know? Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without. This is kind of good retention. Take me all the way. I want you to stay. Not much of a life you're living. It's not something you take, it's a given. Life. Interesting. Just process that. Around and around and around and around you go. Tell me now, tell me now, tell me now that you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way. Want you to stay. And you laugh. I know it's kind of romantic. Ooh, the reason I hold on. Ooh, because I need this hold on. You're welcome. Funny, you're the broken one, but I'm the only one who needed saving. Cause when you never see the light, It's hard to know which one of us is caving. Not really sure how to feel about it. Maybe Tango next. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without it. It takes me all the way. Want you to stay. Hey, hey. Want you to stay. Okay, that was pretty much all of that song. I'm gonna do and you left. Didn't stay. But you did stay for a couple minutes. Seems like the karaoke is I don't know. It's awkward to say better retention, but a lot more people. Well, okay. Anyway, here we go. I heard someone do this the other day that I recently discovered. I'll get one, and it's a favorite. I can't believe he didn't remember it. Really possible. Kind of. Although, but again, it's kind of a love song, and I feel like that might be turning some people off. Like I'm singing songs, and they feel like I'm singing it to them, and suddenly I'm lovey-dovey. Do I want to do that one? Person that just tuned in, you a fan of Beyonce by any chance? I'm going to do Rise Up while I'm waiting to hear. And possibly that one. I haven't seen that in ages. Okay. It's a bit of a trick because of CTT, but here we go. Broken down and tired. Welcome, both of you. Living life on a merry-go-round. You can't find that fighter. But I see it in you as you believe. We're going to rock it out and move mountains. We're going to walk it out. Move mountains. And I'll rise up. Rise like the day. I'll rise up. Spite of the aches, I'll rise up. And do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up. Rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up. And do it 1,000 times again. Again, it's also a lovey-dovey song. This one, it does have the word you in it, but I don't know if I'd say it's a lovey-dovey song. I haven't heard it in ages. In some ways, it's just a song, but sometimes I'm really literal. But yeah. Who's this by? Okay. So lately, been wondering who will be there to take my place when I'm gone. You need love to light the shadows on your face. And between the sand and stone, could you make it on your own? Don't have to. If I could, then I would go wherever you will go. Way up high, down low. Wherever you will go, maybe find out way to make it. You know what? Obviously, people weren't feeling that one because there was two people here that left. Plus, I was also just thinking of someone it reminds me of, and so it's a bit of a hard one. Someone I reconnected with, but they're just not very good at keeping contact. It's not that he has a problem with me. He is semi-busy, but still. So what do we? Oh, you know what? I've heard this song on a few of those The Voice actually, and maybe one of those other shows, and it seems like it'd be a fun one to sing. I only ever knew the other obvious song from this one, but now I'm kind of familiar with this one, so let's do it. Zero. Native is made with 9 main ingredients. I'm going to need to watch the lyric closely with this one. I don't know it very well. I don't know how this part goes. Really, I just know the chorus, I think. But let's see. Can you hear you better well? What's the trouble? What others don't? You know what? I'm not going to do that one. Let's see here. And I thought that was Lady Gaga, Speechless. I'm tempted to do that when I think about the karaoke days. I did do it on piano the other day, this other one here. I just feel Country Roads is done too often. And it's really good. Wonderful Tonight might come across wrong. What about this one? Bit of Trigger from Hard Times, but I'm wondering if maybe, and some people like long hair. I don't wear it down very often. It's not as long as it used to be, but maybe I'll wear it down for a few minutes here. Or at least kind of, but it gets stuck on my beard sometimes, which I did trim shave, bring it a bit shorter the other day, but just yesterday, I think, or the day before, but it's, anyway, I'm used to having it, so I'll get. I can tell by, tell by your eyes that you've probably been crying for forever. And the stars in the skies don't mean nothing to you. They're a mirror. You know what? That's sad too. I want to do upbeat songs. This one, I believe, is, and it would be a fun one to sing. And I think that one of my other new friends on YouTube has done this one before. Not a big fan of the band name, but I'll do it anyway because it's popular. I'm about the popularity of things, But also doing things that may be a little less known, like I did at the beginning of this one. Okay, actually, this isn't the song I was thinking of. I was thinking of All I Wanna Get Is a Little Bit Closer. But you're going to get this one, which, yes, I think of Alex, and it's kind of ironic because of the recognition, but I'll do it anyway because it's cool. That's why. Was doing just fine before. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it is that song. It started off like the other one by them, though. I'm reading books of the legend and the myth. But, okay. Maybe this is that song. I just don't know the lyrics well enough to know if it's something that I'd actually enjoy singing. The melody is kind of cool, but I'll do that thing again because I can. Get a little closer. I know that Anik does that one. And I think this may have been the one I was actually sort of thinking when I was looking at Havana earlier. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. I think it's so much on this, but I can't. Hopefully this is all English. Otherwise I might fumble some words. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la, ooh la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Keep me coming. In the Miami, it was hot from summer. Rain was dripping up me, but I never knew. La la la. Felt like ooh la la yeah la la. Fire moonlight. We danced for hours in the sand, tequila sunrise. Her body fit right in my hands. La la la. Might be too kinky. I don't know. I know there's all kind of stuff on YouTube, but let's find a song that I don't know if I know that, but I don't really like the band name. Always by Bon Jovi. I'm tempted to do it, but again, it's a lovey-dovey song. Positive lovey-dovey song, but Don't know if I know Demi Lovato's Skyscraper. Shake It Off, maybe. I'm just looking through some song ideas here. I almost want to do this one. I want to do this one because there's a certain way I do it, and I wonder if you'll catch that. Wish it was kind of called something different, but I'm going to do it. Just because I know someone's... Wait, you left? So whatever. But I'm still going to do it, I think. Then I'll sing about Tennessee and hope that... Oh, no, we're coming. Early morning, jumped out of bed, put on my best suit, hopped in my car, raced like a jet, all the way to you. Knocked on the door with heart in my hand. Ask you a question. I know that you're an old-fashioned man. I said, can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, cause I need to know. You said you never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend. The answer is no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry her anyway, marry that girl, marry her anyway, and marry that guy. No matter what they say, marry that girl, we'll be your family. Welcome both of you. Why you gotta be so rude? I hate to do this, but you leave no choice. Can't live without her. Like me or hate me, boys will be boys. At the altar, or we'll run away to another galaxy. You know you left it. You ran away. With me, it will go anywhere I go for the rest of my life. Say yes, cause I need to know. Say you never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend. The answer's still no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry her anyway. Marry that girl, no matter what they say. And marry that guy, and we'll start a family. Marry that girl, we'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude? They'll be doing Tennessee Whiskey next. I've heard it. I've heard the title lots. I haven't sang it much, so we'll see how it goes. I know I have one follower, at least from Tennessee, and a couple whiskey drinkers, probably. I need to know, say you never get the blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend. The answer still no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Yeah, that's that one. I'm gonna marry you anyway. Marry that girl. Anyway, then it just repeats. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. Then I might do all about that bass or something else. Bring me to life, maybe. Used to spend my nights out in the bar room. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back from being too far. Girl, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Yeah, you're sweet. Yeah, that's smooth. But just after. Strawberry wine. You are as warm as a glass of brandy. But maybe you're recovering alcoholic, so I'll forgive you. And honey, it's the stone. It's a fun song to sing, though. On your love all the time. I've looked for love in all the same old places. On the bottom of the bottle, always dry. This song will be finished soon if it's okay. We can talk about it. When you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like that love to get me high. You left again with for the second. As it's smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're sweet as strawberry wine. Drinking song's almost done, folks. You're as warm. Let's talk about it if you need to. As a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. It's moments like this that, even though we have quite a bit in the fridge, makes me think, oh, it'd be nice if they came to the door, saw me here, knocked louder, said, we're going for lunch. You want to join? I said, okay. I got to sing in my friend's honor. That would be amazing. Amongst people in person. A lot more fulfilling and motivating than here. I'm doing it because I like to do it. And it's a smooth. I like to do it for others, for people. Can you see whiskey? And people that come in for just a few seconds. But I do understand. Now this one could be triggering another way. But I was looking at it the other day because of a cup we recently got. Marianne as well. It says that, but need a lot more than coffee for life to feel good sometimes, right? Yeah. I don't know, kind of feel it, so I'll sing it. It's very deep. How can you see? He's been up this while. Like open eyes, like open doors, leading me down to my core. I've become so numb. The soul, my spirit sleeping somewhere till you find it there and lead me back home. Wake me up inside, wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run before I come undone. Save me from the I've become. Welcome. I do lighter stuff too, don't worry. I know what I'm without. You just can't leave me. Breathe into me. Make me real. Bring me to life. 1, 0, 2. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I've become so numb. Bring me to life. Bring me to life. Frozen inside without your touch. Somebody was there for about 3 minutes, which was nice. You weren't saying anything. Only you, maybe go back. Are the life among the dead. I do like your stuff too. All the time, I can't believe I couldn't see. Keep in the dark, but you were right there in front of me. I've been sleeping 1,000 years, it seems. Get to open up my eyes to everything. Without a thought, without a voice, without a soul. Don't let me die here. There must be something more. Bring me to life. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run before I come undone. I've become, bring me back to life. But I understand that's a bit triggering, so let's do Stand By Me. I guess that was on there. Stand By Me after this advertisement. Here we go. And then I don't know if I know Rewrite the Stars. Or Angels Like You. Maybe relax. Whatever. When the night has come. Remember my life again. That's a good question. When the land is dark. Ocean is the only light we'll see. I won't cry. Oh no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me when the dark sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains crumble to the sea. I won't cry, I won't cry, oh, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. I'm not writing the lyrics, I'm browsing for the next one. I know the lyrics for this pretty well. By me, it's such a classic. Don't hear it very often anymore. Stand by me, whoa. Stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Now, let me give you all that. I'll be that here. Every time I hear that song, I always think of another song. And I've never done it on the piano, so I'm thinking of doing that. I also kind of want to go a bit closer to the AC because I'm not quite getting it in this room. And it's one. I have been pretty focused with the music in this video, so for those that see it afterwards or go back and watch some or all of the rest of it later, if you liked what you heard and are able to donate, person that's for a moment there, I didn't like what I heard. No, then that is great. I appreciate it. The only thing is, now we got both two here, welcome, is that I'm going to stop moving in a moment, don't worry. The only thing is that we don't know how to receive it. PayPal takes a cut, and we're not sure what other way is best. I'm going to do Lean on Me, try it on the piano. I just have to figure out, well, actually, I can look up the chords. And I think I know most of the lyrics, but maybe it would be handy to have those handy as well. You can see why I think of this one when I think of after that one that I just did. And if you have any other song requests, I think on that playlist now I've landed on a song that I've never heard of. The artist I've heard of, and they're kind of interesting, and maybe I should start doing something like they and Orville do. But I've never heard of the song, and I'm curious to check it out, so I'll do that when I'm not rolling. And there was another one underneath it. I think it kind of felt similar. So I'm seeing I have two things up here, and I'm wondering what was the other thing. So make it two songs to finish this up. And a reminder, anybody that makes it this far, also the title mentions something other than doing music, and there's a brief description too. And if you have anything to weigh in about that, from your experience or somebody you've heard, that's done that. I'm going to be looking into it more as well. But if you have any input on that, that would be great. It looks like it may be a little bit different than I'd envisioned it to turn out, but I might be able to do something similar. Okay, so I'm going to do Lean on Me now. And yeah, I technically did sing that one on, whatchamacallit. Okay. Oh, and I don't even have to reload the page. Sometimes I do to get it to scroll. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, deep pain. We all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long. It's not just because this that much to do it. Somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, just ask for one. No one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. But sometimes you show them and it's still a struggle. I understand that sometimes. So I'm with you there. Oh, my brother, when you need a hand, we all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. And I mean, when you're not strong, I'll be a friend. I'll help you carry on. It may not be long, we're gonna need somebody new. Just call on your fellow human if you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. Might have a problem, you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there's a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share the load. You just call me, friend. Something like that. That's how it had the outro listed. In fact, not quite, but I felt like that was how it's supposed to be. Well, until I came back to the screen, it looked like there was somebody there, but then when I came back, it changed to 0. So I hate to end on the 130. So. And sometimes it's close to 2 hours before someone comes in, and I mean, albeit sometimes it's someone I'm familiar with, even though that's sometimes just on YouTube. And we end up having a nice chat and making it worth the wait for somebody to at least have the decency to, or whatever you want to call it, to briefly say, "Sounds good, mate," or something like that, or keep up the good work, or like I don't need it, but it's nice, to hear. I'm gonna do an instrumental song here, one that it seems kind of fitting, and I thought about it the other day, and I don't really want to keep it up on here anyway, so this tab window. It looked like I was going to be able to close some things and close the window completely, but then I opened some things and yeah. Same chords, just different tempo. You know the song? I think it's pretty obvious what this song is, though. So, to anyone I don't know. I don't, and so name that tune. I don't know. I mean, and I think that my one friend, by the way, if she didn't have to work and didn't have those distractions, I think she probably would have stayed longer and said more. I can say it with quite a bit of certainty, but she does and she is, so she didn't. And she is, so she didn't. She's got purpose and she's found it all the time. She didn't even get to be with family the other day. She booked 2 clients in that day, back to back. but it's good to be there for others and help them cherish it, get ahead. It can be hard. It can be struggle. I need a snuggle. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going out this afternoon, and if I am, you really have the dodge last day. But I don't know. It'd be kind of ironic coincidence, like last when I found out that they go to this place and know this friend that passed away. But no, I've certainly warmed up my voice. But I didn't do anything before I started, so I mean, I just kind of naturally fall into singing fairly easily. So if you have a song request or a topic request or the title, the other topic in the title, makes you think of things to say, then I appreciate any or all of the above. Yes, it'd be so nice to. Although the only thing is that, but you know what? I think I would hope. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem. I would hope that our neighbors would trust us to realize that we will pay them back. We will pay them back. It's just enough to cover lunch because I don't have the money on me. I don't have the card, and we didn't get much of a heads up. If that's the case, then I really, really want to say yes. I feel like I need it today. My soul does, and I could even get him to e-transfer it to her if she knows how to receive that. And actually, that would be a better payment method. If anybody wants to donate, when I do the songs that you enjoy hearing, it's just then we'd have to give you personal information. Anyway, I did a bunch of singing. I'm open to doing more, but I need suggestions. I will also state that, and I did earlier, but the person that's here now may not have heard it, and you're the only one here at the moment, and never mind. But I did was just talking about my friend and singing about her, or the person that commented here, my friend, and honestly, I think it was song choices. Not that I didn't do them well necessarily, but the content and the theme. Yeah. Hungry as I see the distance between you and I. Okay, well, I did that one now, so I can close it. There's 2 or 3 I was able to close there. I'm going to wait for a couple more minutes or so, just on the chance that somebody might tune in and actually want to be here. you know, and somebody did just tune in, so welcome. So yeah, like I say, one of the people that watched a few minutes of this video probably intended to like. She's very busy. I know a little bit about her day to day, so she couldn't stay long. Sometimes I think it was song choices, the content, whether it was too lovey-dovey or just one was about drinking, so people didn't stick around, and all I had to say was drinking, and that was again, whether that was because of that or not, who knows, but they did stay for 2 minutes, so it makes me wonder. Not that 2 minutes is a long time, but it's more than 2 seconds, you know what I mean? I don't want to sing about the stairs I'd like to go up sometimes, Yeah, I thought my browser crashed because I guess the screensaver just changed behind it. Well, I'm looking at this music that's on the music stand, or on the part of the piano that holds the music, so I guess it's kind of a music stand. And it's not something I play. It's the other person in the house is classical oriented, stronger than me, way stronger than me. And I'm looking at it. It's called Morning Song. It is kind of still in the morning here. I'm tempted to try it, but I'd be more. There's no lyrics. The chords are, I guess, in the other hands. It's a 9/8 time signature. And then I don't know why there's a 3 and a 2 there, but it doesn't look like it's a time signature, and it's like right on the first note. It almost looks like it's saying the fingers that you use, but it doesn't say it under each of them, even when there's more than one stacked. But yeah, I was tempted to try it, but I don't think that I would do it well. And also, I don't know the song, so I don't even know what it's supposed to sound like. Most of these are, although this one looks a little bit simpler. Although, I mean, the notes go above the staff there. Like, what's that? You know, not something I do. I mean, and the thing is, I guess some people might say, well, you could learn it. Maybe not for this podcast, but next podcast. But, some things are just harder for certain people to grasp than others, or they may never. Um, and I'm thinking back to when my piano lesson days. I'm sure we saw something like that, and my mind just couldn't wrap my head around it. It's the same with tabs. Music tabs, I prefer chords, if you haven't noticed, because like I have to sit and look at each one and figure it out, and you can't do that in a song, very easily, right? So I'm just looking at what we got on the piano here. A lot of it is actually stuff that probably neither of us in the house know, but we're curious about and got the sheet music for free from somewhere. But if you have a song request or a topic request or the title, anything, the title and description, not so much the description because I couldn't find those songs. This one does have words. It's fairly simple. And he hasn't played it for a while, but I do remember when he did, liking it. The title, for a couple of reasons, obviously, not so much, and maybe the lyrics. I'm just curious if I can make this sound familiar. It's just sitting on the piano here. Both of us play piano. I've never played this song, so I'm curious. But if you have a request, feel free to put it below. And you left, so whatever. But I'm going to do this anyway, because I'm curious to see if it sounds good. I don't know either. I guess if they had the chords on the top, I feel like I want to be doing them. Now they do. That sounded familiar, yeah. See if we can show it part. Name this tune. Nobody's here to do it, but actually it does sound familiar, but this isn't what I thought it was. It must be the lyrics that stood out to me when he was singing it. Yeah, this is and that's not even for sure today. Anyway, yeah. Do you have a song request before I wrap up? We have two people that just tuned in at the moment. Again, I don't want to be a broken record, but in case you weren't here before, one of the people that was here I'm quite familiar with. She's just very busy, and the person left, so whatever. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to do a song request for each of you, but I'm sorry that I am enjoying myself, but I'd be enjoying it more if other people were enjoying it as well. And I just don't know why. I mean, again, there could be many reasons. Some of them I'll use my effort, my energy for this. Is that some of them may not be personal, but and I wondered when I was talking earlier. It was like maybe if I just do music, and I mostly have, but sometimes there's a little bit of in between. It's just bound to happen. Um, and um, hmm, I don't know if this one looks easy or not. Easy or not. Easy or not. But I feel like I heard it online not long ago, randomly in some playlist. But yeah, that's kind of ironic. There's well, two different songs here. And this one, and this one, and this one has this one's title in the lyrics. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, I don't feel like. I mean, I think it makes sense too because I'm sure that if some people come in and they're looking at things and they're like, been rolling for almost 2 hours, no likes, very few comments, must not be that good. That's why I'm doing it, really. Um, why I'm kind of giving those further details, but you know, either they leave in the middle of them, or the one or two people maybe it hasn't made any difference whether they knew them or not. So, but I mean, some people it might, because some people do go by the stats. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble any further though, um, or roll any further. I do agree with your comment. It's quite obvious. Says your name says that, so yeah, I would imagine that it's you. Um, but however, I was just about to wrap up, but I'd love to do the honor of doing a song request for you if you have an idea. Been rolling for a while, and again, I'll just say I'm familiar with one of the viewers. She's very busy. She has the schedule. If it had been the weekend, she may have been able to stay longer, and I think she meant to get the viewer left, so I'll stop there. So, but before I do so, I will, if whether I need to or not, to get back to 149, I will say a bit of a hopeful plea, whatever you want to call it. They know where I'd like to be this afternoon for a little while. So hopefully they make it happen. Very tempted to do that one I just played the piano for but didn't sing. Although there it would be, I mean, even though not everybody would be paying attention, they'd be visiting with who they were with or, focused on their devices, which I mean, I'm not saying I don't do that too sometimes. I mean, I'm not often, well, I mean, it's not that I'm never out, but not often out. But they'd still be there physically, which even though the angels are in their way, is even more than they are. You know what I mean? So that's what I need. Sometimes these do well, often in just the live chat when that's the case, which doesn't always display after. But too often they're too quiet. Either nobody is there or they don't stay more than a few seconds. And I don't know what that's about other than things come up, devices are wonky sometimes, and people have ADHD, including myself. But it's not motivating. It's not, it takes the joy out of it. Even if I don't end it. So I The timing, the timing. You know what I'll say to this? Whoever just tuned in, the only one here right now, and let me get something out and you can decide about staying. I think you're meant to be here. Okay, you left. But it did seem like they were meant to be here because they clicked it. Maybe, some people maybe don't even intentionally do. Oops, I didn't mean to click that, or I meant to click this one, so I'm going to go that instead. Or I don't think it's scrolling because that would be indicating a lot more happening at the top. But anyway, I do feel as someone tunes in that they are meant to, you know, get some joy out of this. And it's not that I didn't. I just wish I'd done a bit more. You know, I know, we're quite far in. So most people won't make it this far unless they're tuning in live, as someone just did. But again, one of my friends, she's just quite busy. She has the schedule. 2 people just tuned in. She has the schedule. If it was a weekend, she'd stay longer, and I think she meant to like. The other people that have been here briefly at the top, honestly, I think it was the content of the song I was singing. And once I started, although I didn't sing some of them fully, and they left. They're probably like, well, choose better songs then. I don't know. I mean, I was feeling it at the moment, and then it's kind of like, oh, this is about drinking. A lot of people have problems with that. But a lot of people like that song. I didn't realize how many different types of alcohol, not just whiskey, was mentioned. Or, anywho, before somebody tunes in again and either doesn't stay or does stay, in case I'm going out later, I'm actually a bit hungry too, and yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. So, and I don't know if it's the same person, but 3 times, I have the time to roll longer, I do, but 3 times, sayonara, and I don't need the head games. Anybody who's playing head games with me doesn't need to ever come to this channel again. Like, seriously.